So good morning to the mamas in the streets, the mamas at home,
the mamas in the sheets,
that too, and the mamas of the mamas den.
Listen, trust me, that sounds sexier than it is. Let me tell you how I spent all day in the sheets yesterday alone. Because I felt tired as hell.
Ow.
We all did.
We did.
What happened, Mel? Why were we tired?
Girl, I was drooling tired. I was so tired.
Not actually checking Felicia.
We got to introduce ourselves first.
We do. We do.
I was ready to jump on in.
Hey, this is Melanie. I was in the sheets all day by myself because I was tired and I'm a mom.
This is Felicia. People. Oh, sorry. Melanie, sorry. Do it again, damn it. Sorry.
You made it 5 seconds without cussing. Good job.
What did she say? As long as it wasn't
I said damn.
Say damn.
Damn is not a cuss word.
Damn,
damn in this whole thing.
Oh,
damn. Okay, let me.
Is that all we got? Okay, fade out. Okay, fade out.
Okay, hey, this is Melanie who spent all day in the sheets yesterday by herself.
Hey.
Just because I'm a tired mom and I have 2 children.
Just because you're a tired mom.
I'm a tired mom. I was a tired mom yesterday because Lord knows I did not parent them at all.
And we were all tired.
We were all tired. Why? Felicia.
This is Felicia. And I was tired yesterday too. But we'll get to that.
Okay. This is Ashley. I was tired, but I did not get to sleep or rest because I was mothering 1 of my, 2 of my, 3 of my, 4 of my kids.
Damn.
This is Codie, mama to 3, and I am and was tired, but also was up mothering because my husband's out of town.
And ran miles.
And I did.
How many miles?
I walked 3 miles yesterday morning.
Go.
And this morning.
Come on, 2 days.
And yes, indeed. And so I did that. Actually made me feel better, I'm going to be honest with y'all.
Yeah.
I wasn't like as tired as y'all was talking, but I did go to sleep at 9.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
But working out will do that to you. You be ready to go to bed early and wake up early and be like, whoo.
Yeah, I didn't have the wake up early yesterday. In fact, nobody in my house had the wake up early yesterday. Even Kaya slept till almost 9 a.m.
Wow, that's beautiful.
It is
you
a
give her
beautiful
something?
thing.
Nobody in my house.
I'm telling you, I just think it's the energy. I think something's going on. I also think she's growing.
Yeah.
So fortunately, her growing aligned with my partying, and I was able to sleep in.
And the weather changed too.
And the weather changed.
And the time change.
No, the wind.
Girl.
Bruh. Okay. So Sunday night.
Yes. We did that.
On top of the wind advisory.
Girl.
Okay. Obscene Los Angeles winds. We went to the Hollywood Bowl.
We did.
To see
Mariah. It's time.
I have none
and
of
I
that.
would just like to pause, and if you've been following the podcast, understand to know that Ashley 100% made this happen.
She did the thing.
We talked
She
about
did.
this on a previous, I think it was a Halloween episode, right?
Girl.
Yeah.
And we talked about Mariah at the bowl, and she made it happen. We were all wearing matching shirts. Yep. We rolled up like a crew 8 deep.
Yep.
Had dinner and drinks before, went to the bowl, saw Mariah, sung our hearts out, cried.
Got a party bus.
Got a party bus.
We did.
It
Shout
was
out
nice.
to Grayson Transportation.
Hello.
Yes. Hit them up. The bus was nice.
It was.
Yeah, it was popping.
And Candido was
shout out to
nice
Candido.
too.
Yes, Candido.
A little candy toe for your eyes, okay? Listen, a fine man is a fine man.
Oh, he's
It is what
fine
it
man.
is.
He has a nice fine
I'm
man
sending
voice
this
too.
straight to Keita. Y'all know Keita Williams.
He is very
It's her
handsome.
husband's transportation service.
But that wasn't her husband though.
Wait, I know. I was like,
Okay,
wait,
we
was
would
that
not.
No, that was not her
what's going on
husband.
No,
here?
we would not be talking.
That
No,
is
we
not her
have
husband.
husbands. We still talking about some other man.
Somebody's baby daddy.
But
And
we-
by the way, Candido, if you have a wife, Mrs. Candido,
Congratulations.
your husband is fine.
Yeah.
That's
Did
why
that,
you chose
girl.
him. Yeah,
You
but
did
listen,
that.
Tommy fine, Jared fine,
Listen,
she fine.
she fine. All
we
the
know
men's
a
is
fine
fine.
man when we see one.
We do.
These are
We're
facts.
good at this.
I can appreciate that.
Spotting them.
Yes.
But I will say this.
Nevertheless.
I would like to take a moment to just say thank you, Ashley.
Yes.
Because I've never been like a girl crew type of person.
No, you're
like,
not.
No, this is my girl crew. Like,
She's
this
not.
is as far as I've ever had. The last time I had a girl
Said
crew was
three's
in high
my
school.
max.
It is.
The last time I ever had a girl crew, I was in high school. And then, of course, 2 of them started talking shit about the other 2. And now I only have my one best friend since we were 15.
Yeah.
Right? So we didn't stay friends. But I've never had a girl crew. But I have lots of girlfriends.
Yeah.
You
Different-
do, but you like to keep your friends separate.
The thing is, I do and I don't. When I was in New York, I had friends that were like, I was the nucleus, and then all of my friends, we would come together, but they never hung out unless I was there.
Right.
Yeah.
But we were all a crew when we were hanging out together.
Yes.
So we would do things like that. But like, as far as like, you know, like there's a staple, like you have Sean, like there's people in your lives that you just nalo, like they're going to be your crew.
Yeah.
My crew, Tiff and Damali, they're in New York and Toronto, so they're not local. So for me, that was quite an experience.
Yeah.
And I will be honest, most times in my experience, when I grow in large groups of people, I generally tend to get annoyed at some point in time.
Yeah.
And I did not.
Oh, I'm so happy.
And I
Like
did
not at all.
No, I mean,
We all probably had one or two.
no, but
I wasn't.
I didn't.
Not at all ever.
No, you not talking.
I took a gummy. Remember, I said she ain't about to ruin my night.
She said, "You're not gonna ruin my night."
I looked at Felicia when that waitress was acting waitressy. I looked at Felicia. I said, "Oh, I'm about to take a gummy. She ain't gonna ruin my night."
No, when he started to
No,
sweep the
hold on,
rocks,
we
the
have
sweeping of the rocks.
Listen,
that was
it ain't
over.
even about people. Sometimes it's about that win. Because Ashley's
Yeah.
face in the Hollywood Bowl in that one video we have is
Hilarious.
classic pissed off auntie. Like she
I was
was
just
just
cold.
just cold
I was
and
cold.
mad about life.
I wasn't
Yeah.
mad. You know what? I realized that my face says a different story than my heart.
Fair.
Arresting
All
That's
the
fine.
time.
But it also
fine.
could have
Yes.
been like a moment in time.
No,
because-
I think that when I am contemplating,
Yes.
cold,
Same.
but it may look more upset on my face than I actually feel. But I think my face goes to whenever I'm expressing anything. And I think in that moment, something was happening on stage that I was perplexed by.
We both had that face.
Okay.
I just didn't get caught on camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both of
I
y'all were
was
definitely
like,
looking like. But I was feeling how you guys were looking, and I looked over to see, and I was like, "Okay, I got to record what's going on." I was like,
Wait, was this when that one video was playing with the fishnet?
No, we don't need to talk about
No,
what was
okay.
happening.
Listen,
It
all
was,
love
though.
for
It
Mariah.
was.
Okay, so backing it up.
Okay, back it on
So
up.
Ashley absolutely made this happen. Not so much so that wasn't there only one date at first?
So yes, she was supposed to do the 17th, and I really wanted to go real bad, but the ticket prices were egregious, and so I was like, no, I'm gonna be responsible. I took him here to see Beyonce and blah blah blah, and then shout out to Kelly. Actually, Kelly emailed me. She was like, "Girl, they added another day. I know how much you love her. I'm taking my kids. Like, you need to go." So I got a box. And I was just like, the ticket prices were crazy, but I was like, I'm going. I don't care, Codie.
She was also like, y'all are going to
Yes.
pay what you can.
Yeah, I was like, Codie, and she was like, I'll pay whatever. And I was just like, I'm gonna lie to Felicia because she was like, I'm not paying that much. So I was just gonna be like, give me what you can, girl. But we going. But then, well, I don't know if I could share the other tickets or how we got them.
You can.
Okay,
I
yes.
think it's
Okay,
fine.
so shout out to Melanie's husband, Jared.
Yes.
He ended up getting us other seats, and they were actually better.
Yeah.
Even though my seats were closer, Jared's seats were way better. We
Center.
were directly in
Yeah.
front of the
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
I liked how our
Elevated.
boxes were. Yeah, we didn't have to like look over anybody's head.
Yeah.
They were the most perfect seats. It worked out
They
better.
were.
They were
They were.
cheaper.
Yes.
So it all worked out. But I would like to say that it wasn't me who made it happen. I simply whispered into the universe, and my friends aligned. It was like a
Voltron.
call. Like when you do a
bird call?
Yeah. And all the lambs came trolloping
Why did we become
in.
pigeons?
All the lambs plus Blair.
Yes. Okay. Blair came. She is not a lamb.
She is not
What
a
is it,
lamb.
a herder? A herd? What is it called?
I don't know.
shepherd.
A
She's
shepherd? It's like a
She was
herder?
herding
Shepherd
the
Blair.
lambs in.
Blair's
but-
not a shepherd. Blair's
but-
like another animal on the farm who's
That's
like,
like,
whatever
why
Who
am
don't
I
you guys
here?
are
belong,
doing,
who
fine.
sometimes dabble in.
But
with
I
the
do.
other-
I want to say I appreciate her for coming because she honestly came because I wanted her to come, and I was like, "Girl, just come." And she was like, "Okay." And she was like, "I like Mariah. I just don't know all
Yeah.
her Christmas songs."
Yeah.
So she came and
I didn't know all the
participated.
Christmas songs either.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I realized that me and Felicia are the same level lamb. We're like,
Yeah.
we're like number like top. Well,
I don't
Codie
know.
too.
Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
it's
Codie
not- I was
here.
just- I was just
Codie
about to say,
here.
actually,
Talking about.
Codie too.
Codie
I was
knew
just
all
about
the
to
Christmas
She
songs.
knows.
I
Yeah,
know
like we're
every
probably
song
there.
ever.
I was
Yeah.
actually quite surprised.
Me too.
By
at
Codie?
how deep Codie knew all the
Oh, I
Mariah
knew
cuts.
she loved Mariah.
Why were you surprised?
She was willing to pay $530 to see Mariah Carey with me. She was like, "Oh, I'm down,
was.
no
But
matter
was it-
what."
I
you
Why
think
do."
were
was
you
surprised,
surprised?
too.
Because it's just a deep knowledge of the catalog,
And it is.
and as a singer, it's not just the catalog; it's the ad libs.
Oh, she knows everything.
She knows all the ad libs
Yeah,
and the
absolutely.
backgrounds.
Do you guys
Look at her
not
face.
remember how
Look at
this
her face.
actually started? Was when Tommy had tried to check me on Whitney versus Mariah.
Oh,
So then
right.
I brought it up because I was like,
Yes.
I said Mariah.
Yeah.
Because my heart is with Mariah.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
is.
Like
It is.
deeply.
Your
like,
heart and your memory.
And
Every
the crazy
song.
thing to me, and Felicia, this is even crazier for you, is like the songs that she was making in like the 90s,
Mm-hmm.
I was 10.
Yeah,
right.
same.
This one over here, Felicia was like 2.
Girl. Like
How do we know this? How do we
Shout out to
feel
Lori.
it?
I know.
Because Mariah is one of a kind. Like I don't. It's that she is me and Nala's entire childhood. Like we were probably, you were somewhere in Texas, and me and Nala were in Ohio, and you was in the Bay Area, and we were all just little kids singing Mariah Carey songs
And crying.
I was in Toronto. Just for the record, don't forget about Toronto.
Oh, I know.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
You
sorry.
just weren't lamming it up in the same way.
Yeah.
I was.
No, you
Y'all
weren't.
don't remember me in the Sprinter van singing all those songs off of Daydream?
My friend
Yes.
was singing, y'all.
No.
My friend was.
Yeah.
My
I
friend
would
is in
say
it.
that we
She
are
a
all
lamb.
we're
lambs.
strong lamb.
Here's the
Lamb.
thing. Here's the thing. My lambness stops at Christmas.
Really?
Oh.
I'm not
okay.
deep into the Mariah Christmas.
Do you like
albums.
Christmas?
I do like Christmas.
Okay.
Y'all, interesting.
I do. I do
said,
like Christmas.
"Y'all,
But I'm not deep into the Mariah catalog of Christmas songs.
I feel
But
like I'm the
Mariah's
same way. Actually.
catalog of songs,
Yeah.
as a singer,
Yeah.
baby, I was in that room singing all those songs.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I think it was my love of Mariah that made me, listen to the Christmas album. Then there was a
Same.
second one like 10 years
Same.
later, but listen to it first. But I really always loved it so much. And I think part of it is that like y'all know I'm spiritual, but not like religious. I grew up going to church, but by the time the Christmas album came out, I think I was in college, so I was not going to church like that. And it was almost like my church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
I used to drive a lot. I lived in DC. I went to Howard. So I was driving all up and down the East Coast blasting
Mariah Carey.
Mariah's Christmas album for
important.
hours.
Yeah, same.
But you see how, like,
For months,
special
for me.
music is?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, that you
Connecting.
can remember exactly where you
Yep.
were, what time of life, the soundtrack that it was. Like, that is actually so, so special. And to your point, like, we were in the Sprinter and Underneath the Stars came on.
Girl, that-
and it
woo.
took me to a place
It
where I
did.
got very emotional
Yeah.
inside. I was like, oh my God, I remember being young
Yes.
singing this
Yeah.
Yes,
song.
me too.
And then looking around and seeing all these other women singing this song, I was like, we all had the same
Yes. We did. You and
Yeah.
Nala was hitting them notes. Oh, we getting a cost. Let me tell you what Nala said. It's so hilarious. So she listen, Melanie is one of Nala's favorite singers. No,
Oh
you
my
don't
God,
understand.
how
No,
sweet.
no, but this is the thing.
This
It
is
would
funny.
be like if Nala became friends with Mariah Carey and I
Yeah.
had to act normal around her. Like that's how she felt. So she kept calling me like, okay, but I really love her. She was like, I am a real fan of hers. And she was like, I just keep trying to tell myself, act normal. But she was like, is it weird that I'm already thinking about at the concert, I'm going to be watching Melanie sing Mariah Carey songs because it's like a 2-in-1 concert. She was like, because honestly, if I'm being 100, I'm more excited to see her sing Mariah Carey songs than I am Mariah Carey.
That's hilarious.
Wait,
I
she is
love
the sweetest thing in the
love
world.
Nala.
I know, she's
Nala
great.
and I were doing duets. in the
Yeah,
Sprinter
y'all
van.
were.
Nala-
We were laying, she had to leave the next day. We're laying in a bed and we were dying laughing. She was like, bitch, I was doing duets with one of my favorite singers. You can't tell me. She was like, I did a concert with Melanie and Mariah in the Hollywood Bowl.
That
I was
is
like,
amazing.
friend, I have it on camera. Y'all was really singing together.
Really?
But
really
it
singing.
makes me so happy because, like, remember the first time I met you, I was like, this is so weird, but you are literally my best friend's favorite singer.
said this.
The way she's been singing these Melanie songs my whole life, like, girl, you are not Melanie Fiona.
No, but the
Stop.
craziest thing is
Stop
that
it.
when Ashley showed me pictures of Nala when she was younger,
Yeah, y'all look
I
alike.
pulled up pictures. We actually looked alike.
Yes,
wow.
I still
I was
feel like
like,
y'all
I
kind of
can
look
see that.
alike.
I can
Yeah.
see
I
that.
look at her and I'm like, Nala?
Does Nala have Indian in her family or
Okay,
no?
so we've been calling her East Indian her entire life. She's actually black and Irish and Cuban.
Got it.
That's
Yeah.
the
Okay,
hair.
well, you
Where's
know.
that hair from?
Blackness. Don't get her started with her
Girl,
hair.
her hair
Because she
is so
actually cut her
beautiful.
hair super short. Her hair has been down to her butt, but
Yeah.
people like would be obsessed with her hair. When we were like 20, she cut her hair because she was tired of boys like complimenting her hair. She was like, I'm
wow.
actually a whole person other than my hair. So she was like, no, I don't want nobody talking to me about my hair no more.
Girl,
so she cut it.
we still gonna talk about your
I
hair.
know, but she was
That
just
hair
like,
is so bomb.
It is
I know.
beautiful.
Her
She
curls beautiful.
reminds me, when I was looking at her, I was like, I feel like this is how peace is gonna
gonna
look
grow up
when
in
she
like-
gets
yeah.
older. Like I just
Yeah.
kept staring at her, and I would be like, okay, stop, Felicia.
She loves all of you.
I would
though.
also like to shout out Felicia. in her preparation for the bowl. Because
Yes.
Felicia done put me on to snacks I had no idea existed.
Them snacks.
She did. Wait, I took a video of them.
I ate every snack
They were
Felicia had to
wild.
offer.
She had tahine gummy bear.
Those-
Oh, you did?
Gummy
Yeah, we are
rings.
Latin inspired over here.
Okay.
Tahine
California
gummies.
born and raised.
those might be my favorite
so
candy.
fire,
I
I'm
hope I
telling you.
never run across those again because I will buy them. And I'm a candy person, but in my adult life, I've recognized that sugar is the devil for me. So I've had to cut back on candy. I don't eat candy if I don't have to. But them joints
That's
that
the
night,
one.
I was
I didn't
Yep.
have one.
But them the
killing it.
ones.
And then she brought the Nutella pack.
She did.
And then those Taki,
The,
the
lime
Trader
and
Joe's
chili.
Oh, the Trader Joe's Takis
Wannabe
are the
Takis.
ones.
That's a
Yes,
problem. I don't need to
yes.
find that in
They're
this season
so
of my life.
good.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
No, you definitely.
She put me on to
came
the
with all
snacks.
the
She had a
snacks.
bottle of
Snatch.
wine, a bottle of champagne. She had, what were those other cans?
Oh, Cutwater. But Cutwater's too strong. That's just...
I don't
That's
know
not a
what
bad
that is.
thing.
Yeah, they
depending on-
sat right there.
Just got to prepare for it.
Yeah.
Wait, Blair had coquito,
Coquito.
and then Nalo had whiskey.
Ooh.
And tequila, right?
And tequila.
I was like, what
Wait,
did you drink? What do you mean?
I know. What did we drink?
Everything.
Tequila. That was
I didn't
tequila
drink
that she
any
gave
of it.
us,
Oh,
right?
that was tequila. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I needed
don't
to do
know.
it to warm up.
Guys, I was
didn't have no
drinking and
whiskey.
drugging. Who cares? It's fine.
It was
Drinking
fun.
and drugging.
So we had Blair, we had Hope.
Yeah, Hope is a real lamb too.
No,
Oh,
right.
you know what?
She is
Shout out to
she is a
she is a lamb.
No, her and Tyler,
My
Hope,
cousin.
and Nalo
Tyler
sang
is so
the worst.
funny.
Tyler's hilarious.
She was
nuts.
the whole time she
She's
was just
insane.
giggling, and I kept turning around, and she was like, "I love this so much. I'm so obsessed with her." I was like, "Tyler, you are coming everywhere with us."
She
girl."
was giggling with joy.
And no, she was literally giggling with joy the
was.
whole entire. I just kept catching her like,
That's exactly
and Blair
what
looking
it
at her like, I'm like, stop judging her.
Well, Blair was also like in her hoodie, like chilling. I'm like, Blair, you got to act like
No,
you
she
know.
was.
Blair was back there like this.
She said, "Where y'all got me? Where y'all got me?"
No, when the regular songs came on, she was up singing every word.
Yeah.
But when the
Yes.
Christmas songs came on,
She
she
was
was
not
like,
about it.
"Take me out, coach. Take me out the
So
game."
the Hollywood Bowl is like a very unique experience.
It
for
is.
anyone
I
who's
love-
never
I
been.
love it.
That was my first
like
time.
it's an
I
amphitheater,
love it.
right? Is that what it is? It's like totally open air out in the world.
Okay.
And so I'm not telling y'all. I'm telling our
No, I
friends
was
listening.
asking her, was it was me and someone else's first time too? Me and Tyler?
Tyler, I couldn't
Tyler.
believe it.
Me neither. I thought she had been before.
Did you like it?
I'm gonna fight you.
I loved it.
I loved it.
And so, yeah, so it's like open air. Obviously, it was freezing because we already established that. But it's a really unique experience. And so, like, when people come to perform at the Hollywood Bowl, it's a commitment.
It's a
too.
moment, yeah.
Because it's in this packed ass area of Hollywood where it's hard to get there. And you got to show up mad early. So, and it was y'all's first experience, which is amazing.
It was great.
We did it right.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, we
I
did.
feel like
We did.
because
Right.
so
Y'all
many
had
of
a
us
good
have
time.
experienced it before.
Word.
I feel like it was just so smooth. The way that we just pulled up and just walked in.
Yeah.
Like
I have
that's
only
unheard of.
experienced it struggling to be on time.
Yeah,
It
I
could
walked
be
up
a
that hill
struggle.
so many
Sweating,
times, child.
walking.
Yes.
Well,
Well.
sitting in a Uber when it
We-
doesn't
yeah.
move.
Yeah.
We won't.
And you're like, I know if I walk now, it'll be 10 minutes, but
Yes.
this car says 35.
Yes.
Girl, 35. Yeah.
Whenever I go there again, I had to factor in the price for the van because I don't think I will ever go again without that
It
experience.
was amazing.
That
was
was
fun.
It was
just
amazing.
going to eat and the restaurant was a struggle, but I still have fun.
My
did.
taco was
we
good.
made it work.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my little strawberry, our little strawberry drink.
That's
We had a little
our
non-alcoholic
little
strawberry drink.
non-alcoholic drink was delicious.
It was delicious. I was thinking about it yesterday. I forgot to
Even
ask
more
that girl.
delicious when you mixed in the alcoholic one.
No, I think it was still delicious without the alcohol.
Without it, yeah,
it just
it was
helped.
bussin'.
Just it's like a remix
It was bussin'.
version.
Well,
It
I'm
was
gonna be
good.
honest. When we got there and I got my wine from dude, and we found out that it was, what was it, like 6:50, and it was supposed to start at 7, and dude was like, well, first you got a text. Melanie got a text and was like, she's going on at 8:30. And I was like, what? 8:30? And the dude serving the wine was like, yes, 8:30 to 10. And I was like, bruh, it's 7 o'clock.
We are going to be cold.
I felt, but in that moment, I definitely was like, what did we do?
Yeah,
I really was like, I was in doubt in that moment.
But can
Yes.
we just also say that the meteorologist said the wind would be expected to stop by 8:30.
By 8,
It did.
8:30. And when Mariah stepped on that stage at 8:31, that wind shut off.
It
Like
did.
Yeah,
like she
it
was-
really did.
she shut off the
She
wind
shut
and
off
she
the
made
wind.
it snow. She's magical.
So I will
did.
say that it actually, had it been windy during the concert, we probably would not have
The same experience.
But the wind
We were
literally stopped
struggling.
as soon as she
You
came
know what?
outside.
I didn't even notice the wind wasn't blowing. I think I was just, I might have. I was so excited. I didn't care. You saw me put my blanket over my head. I was like, oh, I'm going to be warm and I'm going to enjoy this.
Yes.
I should have listened to my homegirl, Michelle. She literally texted me and she was like, I told you to bring a big old blanket and a coat. She was like, I went in the summertime and it was still cold at night in the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
So honestly, I
Yeah.
don't think it would have been that bad, but the wind was just an X factor we were not prepared for.
Chilling.
No,
we
it was
just
blowing
wasn't.
us away.
Yeah, it was
Literally.
aggressive. It was aggressive.
I was
It
prepared.
knocked over stuff off the table. It was
But the
aggressive.
way that I was at 7:00, like, what did we do? And by the end of it, I'm gonna just say it. I said this to y'all, but I'm gonna say it out loud. I was like, for me, that was better than Beyonce. No shade
You
to
said
Beyonce.
that on this microphone? We're not a part of
I'm gonna
this.
tell you why. I'm gonna tell you it's the same thing you said earlier. It really is the catalog. It really was like they're two different kind of performers.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm not comparing.
Okay.
It's not the
Mariah's-
artist, it's the experience
it was
that
the
you had.
experience
Yeah.
of an hour and a half, and how I felt during and after
Yeah.
was like, I could do this tomorrow. Like, please, let's do this tomorrow. And I know that you said that about
Yes,
Beyonce.
listen.
With Beyonce, I was like, I'm good. That was great.
No, I wanted
Yeah.
to see her again.
I genuinely Sunday. No, I see her every time she shows up. But
Same.
on
Yeah.
Sunday, I was like, I would do it all again tomorrow.
But
for sure.
I was gonna say, I also feel like with Beyonce performs like this is the album that we're doing. With Mariah Carey, it was
Yeah.
like Christmas, and then when she started to get into all those
True
old
that.
school
It was
songs,
nostalgic.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're not, was it your daughter that was like, this album's not for me?
Yeah.
The Beyonce one. But I'm like, I feel like that's what happens with Beyonce.
Yeah.
Is you get in this album, but imagine Beyonce
But
did
that's
like her whole
that's
thing.
all artists. I feel like when they're promoting or touring, they're doing
Yeah.
their current album. But it's
Yeah.
like if you have a million songs that you love by them, you want to hear them, and then they're
Yeah.
only giving you what their album is. But I think that's what it was with Mariah. It was nostalgic because number one, we haven't really gotten a concert from her. Like
Yeah.
No,
with all her songs.
haven't been in years.
I mean, I didn't even know if she's. I mean, I probably
Had you ever
was
seen
too
her
young.
before?
I haven't.
No.
That was my first time.
This
Yeah.
was my this was my first time I've been in love with her since I was a child. And so I was like, I'm gonna go to, me and Nala were getting ready and she was like, man, could you imagine the summertime going to a Mariah Carey concert? We get to hear her whole catalog.
God.
So that's why when we were at the concert, she literally did half her songs and half her Christmas songs.
Yeah.
So I was super happy because I
Yeah,
thought
she
I was
did
gonna
it
get like
good.
one
She did
good
that.
butterfly or something and that was it. But she did.
Yeah.
I was super happy.
I was hoping
Yeah.
she did that.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
was.
please throw something, throw some, always be my baby or something
Yep.
in there, girl. Give me something.
We got like 5 or 6
Listen,
little-
she
She
sang
did make it
things.
happen.
She
That
did.
was good.
And if you get on your knees and pray to the Lord, He's gonna make it. She took us to church.
She did.
Oh, one thing shall I say?
What shall you say?
One thing shall I say?
What shall you
darling?
say?
What shall you
One
say,
thing
darling?
about Mariah Carey has always had an all black everything.
Girl, she gonna
did.
give
From
her
She
day
did.
one.
She did that.
And I was just looking up there and I'm like, you know what?
Except for that one little boy.
Except,
But he was
and
adorable.
right when I said that, she said, except for that one little boy right there. I'm like, okay, I see what
She
you're
had a
doing.
cute little
But she has
8-year-old.
alwa's been just all black everything, and I love it.
I agree.
I love
she
it.
black?
She
Wait,
been about
But
that
I was
life.
saying she sang so many songs that I didn't even realize till the end that we had not heard what's the main Christmas one?
All I want for Christmas.
All I Want for Christmas.
She did
I didn't
that
even
last.
She did it last, but I'm
Yeah.
saying she sang so many songs.
You forgot
Went
that
off
that's the
stage. She
catalyst.
left. It was over.
Right.
And we were fine with that.
Yeah,
People were
you're
leaving.
right,
And then she
right.
was like,
Oh, hold up. I did forget.
all I want for Christmas is you. I
Let
was
me
like,
give y'all what
dang,
you
I
really
didn't even
came here
realize
for.
I
it.
know that's true.
I didn't even realize it.
That was guys. Okay, you know how you were saying earlier that you your friends are like you're the nucleus for them. That's how I always was in Ohio. It would drive my friends insane because I would force all my different friends
not
to be
force.
together. Oh, I'm that girl. They're like, I don't like her. I'm like, do you like me?
Right, you like, I
Then
don't
you're
care.
coming.
I
I don't
I feel
care.
that. I feel
That's
like
the
that's
type
who
of
you
friend
should
I
be.
am. I'm like, if y'all are all my friend, you better pretend like you like her for today. You're not gonna ruin my event by not liking her. You're gonna have to act like you like her because we all gonna be together and I like all of y'all. So I've always been that girl. So
Hilarious.
bringing my best friend in with my LA besties, it just made my heart so full. Like seeing her sing with Codie, seeing her sing with Melanie, and you guys bonding because she was like, okay, Felicia's my type of girl. She was like, she crazy like us. I was like,
kept
oh,
looking at her like,
for sure. I was like, she definitely was raised like us, girl. We all the same.
But also there was no forcing there.
No.
It was very much like we've all seen Nalo in pictures and videos
Yep.
1,000 times. We have heard about Nalo. Like for me, it was just like Nalo's here.
No, right.
Like I
like,
forgot that we had met. Ashley tried to ambush me the night before. No, I'd never
That's
met
what I
Nalo.
said.
Wow. I feel
The
like we've
night
all known
before.
her for so long.
I can't believe that Nalo's been here to visit me a million times, and I don't know how this never happened.
Well, now we have to have a thing every time.
Oh, for sure.
Well, I don't know about every time.
Ashley
I'd be tired.
literally brought my T-shirt the night before, and I opened the door, and she was trying to film what would have been me and Nalo seeing each other.
You're ridiculous.
It was so much
And
struggle.
not
My
only
camera
could
would
she
not
not
work.
record, but both of us were like, "Hey, girl." Like, because there was
It's
no,
like, I know you.
there
Yeah.
was zero, like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I was
would
like,
record.
hey, Nala,
Yeah.
what you doing here?
Right.
And Ashley's like, do it again. Do it again. Oh my God.
And they would not record. And
Like,
they were
I'm
both
not
like,
about to perform this.
listen, and they're the same. Nala be, she's not down for my shenanigans. She'll be like, I'm sorry. Hey, Codie girl. She was like, you will not get no fakeness out of me. We did ambush her, interrupt her movie night with her family.
And speaking of T-shirts, I just want everybody to, for those who are listening and not watching, we are all wearing Mariah Carey T-shirts from our concert experience.
Meanwhile, I got 2 of them at this point.
I do too. I gotta go get mine from Blair because she refused to wear it, so I'm gonna go get it back.
Yeah.
The fact that Blair did not want to wear that T-shirt.
That's not her.
Hilarious.
Listen, I get it.
I love it. I love
I get to have 2
She's
shirts.
hilarious.
I'm
That
gonna
was
go get it back.
that was a highlight for sure.
Yeah, what, her not wearing a shirt?
No,
Oh.
I meant Mariah. Sorry, I'm in a haze. I'm in a haze.
I am too. I'm so happy. It felt like my fake birthday. I told Felicia
Yes.
that.
I
was
felt like it was your birthday.
I
too.
really
To
felt
be
like
my birthday
singing
party.
happy birthday. Like
that was
it
your birthday
definitely
party.
was.
Actually, let's go ahead and get that out the way.
This was all New Year.
Hold on now.
She's like, run me that check though.
I know. Well, I had to pay for my own party.
You know.
No, I feel so happy. I just feel happy. Isn't that weird? But
I just feel happy.
I
No,
do.
it's not weird.
It's great.
Yeah,
we
no.
need these
Hi.
moments.
Because I feel like I'm gonna get deep, y'all.
Come on,
because
get
we
deep.
fed our inner child. That was
Yeah.
like a moment that we needed.
Child, our
on-
inner teenager.
Yeah, and think about too, like
She don't never get enough.
child. Right? I know. Where is she?
We always talking about the little
where she
8-year-old.
at?
We need to be
That's a
talking
whole
about
nother
the
episode.
14.
That's a whole
Jesus.
nother episode. But I feel like we
depressing.
never, well, not never, but I feel like we don't always pour into our inner child in this type of
I
way.
agree.
Yeah.
It's more of like, okay, let's take her to therapy. Let's take her here. But I'm like, a Mariah Carey concert?
Girl,
That's like,
we
I
did
called
that.
peace so quick. I was like, oh my God, guess where I went last night? I'm like, Mariah Carey. She's like, oh, tell me more, Mom. I was like, girl, when I was your age. I used to have rollerblades on, and I used to go, so I used to be inside. I still rollerblade. If you follow my Instagram, you know. But I used to be inside of our house in Stockton because we couldn't really go outside. And so I would be in the garage. I would move everything out the way, and I would just spin in a
Girl,
circle.
same.
And I used to be going backwards,
Hilarious.
acting like an ice skater girl, just blasting Mariah Carey.
Same.
It's my favorite.
When I was a kid, we moved into a house that had an unfinished basement, and it was just cement down there. And
Oh,
I
wow.
would be on my rollerblades, just busting laps, just like do whatever I could in the smallest
That's
area.
so cute.
So much fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it is crazy how you think about it. Funny enough, and we should do an episode on this. I had a reading once where like it was like an energy healing situation, and speaking of the inner teenager, there's my healer brought up the 2 pieces for me that are soul pieces to who I am and who I always have to remember to serve, and that is my 4-year-old self, and that is my 17-year-old self.
Oh.
She's like, those 2 pieces are like essential to who you are. And when I think about who I was at both of those ages, there were definitely very important moments that define, I think, who I am.
Yeah.
And it's ironic because I didn't have that reading until I was like in my 30s. And so to your point, like the inner teenager, the inner child, those things, those parts of us need to be fed. And the craziest thing too, and again, we should do another episode on it, is that after I had that reading and she like cleared all these things out, she was like, you need to do things for this 4-year-old self. Right around my birthday, my girlfriend gave me a stuffed animal.
Aww.
I've never been
So
a stuffed.
random.
I've never been a stuffed animal girl. When I tell you, you know that little Pomeranian dog Boo? When I tell you she gave me this because she knows I love dogs, the way that I felt joy, I carried this stuffed animal with me everywhere. I took it on tour. Boo sat on the monitors. Boo sat on the stage. Boo sat in the back.
I love it.
I literally walked around with Boo, and any guy that I was dating at that time, I'd have been like, oh, this is my stuffed animal Boo. And if he didn't show Boo love, I was like, oh, you're out. When I tell, and they literally
I
just
love
eliminated themselves. But that was, I promise you, like there is something so true about it. And if you ask me right now, I could give a damn about a stuffed animal. I
Yeah.
never collected stuffed animals as a kid. It didn't speak to me. But in that time, after that reading, I got that gift, and that little dog is still in the family. Now Kaya has it. Cam had it. It's just something that is so important.
Yeah.
So important.
That's very
No, but I
cute.
feel that because I feel like I actually, and I don't know if it's from growing up in the inner city. I feel like a lot of kids who grew up that way have big imaginations because you're always imagining like a better life. And I feel like within my home, my mom created like this fantasy world for us, but I felt so safe and so loved. And she really indulged us like on our birthdays and on holidays, and it was a big deal. And I think that's part of like, even with the Mariah Carey thing, my mom knew how much I love Mariah, so she was like all in, like, what you want her album, you know?
I love
like,
that.
and she would play it for me all the time, and me and Rebecca would listen to it. So I feel like going to that concert and having that moment with people that I love now, and then thinking about that, like my childhood, it really made me feel like really good.
Yeah.
And just like that teenage girl, she needs a lot of love. Like,
Yeah.
I know my teenage girl does. She needs a lot of love. And I think me just in that moment realizing like, you know what, I'm going to always spend the money and take the time to do things with my friends.
Yeah.
But I want to add, like,
Yes.
so the inner child, the inner teenager, and then we did like a grown woman sisterhood moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was all of
Oh,
us.
we hit all 3
Yes.
points.
That is true.
Look at us.
I love that. I do.
That is true.
This is like my sweet spot, hanging out with my girls, like spending time. And I think I don't encourage it or engage enough because I just think that people are so busy that I don't like put it out there. I know I'm going to work on that, like giving people the opportunity to say yes or no.
Yeah.
Instead of just not doing something, assuming they're too busy.
Yeah.
But me wanting to do that so bad and you guys participating, and that shit made me feel really good. Like, I know you guys love Mariah too, so it made it better, but it made me feel good. Like, oh, look at all my friends wanting to do something with me that they want to do too, and we get to do it together. And I just kept looking at Felicia because I felt like we were having the same spiritual experience.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, even on
That's
the
why I kept
bus.
looking over like, let me catch her. That's why all the videos and the shared album
Girl,
are of you.
I said that. Why did Felicia take 800 videos of me going like this?
Because I could just feel your soul.
And Cody,
was
you
like-
said something really, which was really I could tell the song. You were like, you were like, if I die before y'all, play this at my
Oh,
funeral.
fly like a bird.
Girl, that song is so, I think that's where I lost my voice.
Oh,
But that is, even if you think about that, like
Yeah.
that was a moment for Cody to be like, my life song is in these
Period.
lyrics.
Period.
You know,
Cody,
every song
I don't
was
think
your
I
life
heard
song.
you say
You're
that.
not wrong.
She would have
You're not
cried. She
wrong.
was singing that. I looked over at Cody and I was like, this is really meaningful to her.
I'm about to cry right now.
I know, I'm like, hold on.
Let's all cry, because do you want to know what made me cry? When Melanie FaceTimed her mom, I'm going to cry now. I literally started bawling.
I thought that was Jared on the
I did
phone.
too.
I didn't
that
see
was
anybody's
her
face.
mother.
I did
It
too.
was my mom.
It was her mother.
Because my mom loves that song, Hero. Like that's like her like favorite Mariah Carey song. And she, my mom always asked me to sing. Like anytime she was like, Mom, when I was growing up, can you sing Hero? Can you sing Hero?
Oh, how cute.
And,
I love that.
And so my mom's mom, when she died, like that was my mom's favorite song. Like they shared that. So the craziest part is when I called her, I'm like, I don't often sing for my mom. You know what I mean? Like I don't. Like
Yeah.
my mom gets to see me sing on TV. She gets to see me sing on stage. Like I don't sit there and sing for my mother. So when that song came on, I immediately was like, oh, I gotta call my mom. And she was sleeping. It was 2:00 in the morning when she answered. And like I got emotional singing, but I was like all off key singing, loud crying. I didn't care. And the craziest thing is she text messaged me after and she says, I've been dreaming about my mom so often lately. And she's like, so when you sang that song to me, she's like, it just meant so much because I felt like, she's like, I felt like mommy made you call me to do that. And I was like, yes, like that's how I felt. So like that song for me was
my
the
gosh.
moment that I was meant to be there for.
Listen, I was standing next to her. She was like, this is my mom's favorite song. And you were about to cry. And then you FaceTime her. And now I'm thinking about the time difference. And she picked up.
She picked up.
That's your mama.
That's my mama.
My mama answered the phone at 2 a.m.
She sure did.
She like, what she need?
Yeah,
Yep,
she called
she
me
did. She
for-
answered the phone. Hey, Melanie. I can hear her accent.
She was probably not
Quickly.
expecting
She
that
was
at
not. She had her
all.
bonnet on. I don't know if you guys saw. She had her bonnet on.
I did.
That's why I thought it was Jared. She put it on
Jared.
pause. She
I saw
took
it.
everything off
I
and
saw
came
that.
back.
Yes.
So I was like, this so cute. I'm like, her and Jared.
She's like, you're not gonna have me at the Hollywood Bowl looking like this. But I was so happy. Like that moment for me was so special
That's
and a
very
gift that
special.
I was able to give to my mother. And I didn't even anticipate that was a thing that was going to happen.
Girl, I was over there bawling, watching you FaceTime and sing with your mama and
I
Mariah.
filmed Ashley filming you.
I was in tears. like ugly face. I was
We really did all have a very
Yeah.
spiritual, like very meaningful. Y'all, that was core memory stuff.
Oh
Yes.
Like when we're 75
sure.
years old, we're gonna look back and be like,
100%.
remember that time we was at Hollywood Bowl
Yes.
Church up crying and loving on each other? Yes.
yeah.
Those are things that I'm forever grateful for.
core memory for me, having my bestest friend in the whole world with the people that I love, like my little LA besties. And the thing that I love about Nalo is like, that's my best friend, but we're not like jealous best friends. Like we want each other to have good friends, you know.
Yeah.
So I know
She
like
said
her.
we're not like jealous best friends.
No, because
No,
like
'cause
listen,
I
need no
you
one to
some
have
too
that.
Territorial.
Yeah, no, I know, but
like,
I'm glad. I'm glad for
No,
this.
but she has some amazing. She has an amazing group of girls like in Ohio. You know what I mean? That makes me happy because I want my friend to have people to love her down and support her. And I might not like care for all of them. When I come to Ohio, they're gonna get love from me because they love my best friend. Like I don't even have to like you. I don't care. You treat my friend good. That's all that matters to me. But like with her, she's the same way. She's always like, I don't want you to be lonely. I don't want you to be sad. So when I became friends with Codie, she was like, yes. When I became friends with like Kelly, she loved Kelly. Like, oh my gosh. She's like, I love Codie. When me and Melanie got super close, Felicia, like she's so happy for me. So for her to meet you guys, I realize my speech impediment is really from my braces and these rubber bands.
Girl, we've been said that.
I know, but then this thing up here, I am really, like the last 4 or 5 episodes, I've really been struggling to talk.
Is it the rubber bands?
No, and I had this stoppers. My tongue keeps getting caught on
yeah.
it. How?
Yeah.
I
You
can't
told
even.
us a couple things
is,
that thing
is
does.
it a topper or a stopper?
It's a topper stopper.
Oh,
Oh my
Damn.
word.
it sure is a topper
It
stopper.
is a topper. Yes. Oh, thank God. mouth needed a break.
Nevertheless,
I'm sorry.
Nalo.
Now my mouth needs a break.
Nalo, I love her. I love you guys. Having you all together at the same time really made me happy.
Okay, AI.
Okay. Right.
This is the version of Ashley without braces. No, I'm kidding.
Yum.
Yeah.
So good.
Chia was happy for me too.
Every time you do that, I can't take it.
No. Also, I know Nalo, but she flew in for just to come to this concert. She is a mother. She has 2 children. She has a full-time job. She's an esthetician. She's super busy during the holidays.
She did your hair.
Let's be clear that she came in and got your hair and your lashes
She got
together.
my whole. First of all,
Them
she came
lashes
in.
is bomb, okay.
She fixed my lashes because the person who did them did not do a good job. She was like, "Oh no, honey, no." So she did my lashes. She did my hair twice. She gave me cornrows, and then we were like, "Nah, those don't look good." She washed my hair, conditioned my hair, then twisted my hair and fixed my hair. What else did she do? She did a whole bunch of things. She like came and was like of service to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
still
I'm
was
like, literally
super
your best
fly.
friend.
And
Okay.
it still got
She was
herself
cute,
together,
yes.
looking
All
good.
get out.
Okay, she had them little thighs out. She I like it when she show her thighs.
Little fishnet,
yeah,
little
girl.
red
Yeah.
Little
I like the
red
Nalo
It was
booty.
very cute.
She came out, gave me a little thigh action, and she was super happy, excited, like high energy. Got a whole bunch of snacks,
She's
like
fun.
participated.
Yes.
Got on a plane, went home, and was a mom.
Yeah.
I love her.
Drinking
She's just-
mimosas on a Tuesday morning.
Right.
Yeah,
I was
girl.
like, girl, I feel you. That
When-
drink is for a morning.
But when she said I have to get reacclimated to parenting, I felt it.
Yes.
Because
Girl.
that's a whirlwind. When you take that time and then you do all that, then you realize you got to go home and then beat another
3
job.
hours in advance.
Ooh.
She got home. She left LA at 5 a.m. but she got there and it was like 1 something. Like her kids were like, as soon as she got
Home from
home,
school, homework.
they came
Here we
out of
go.
school and jumped into bed. She hadn't slept.
Girl.
I know.
wow.
I love her.
Rockstar moms.
Yes.
Well, I love this for us.
Yes.
And I want this for all of our listeners.
Yes.
This joy
It's
for
important.
the inner child, the inner teen, and the grown woman.
Yes.
And shout out to Blair for coming and participating. For the friend that might not want to wear the same shirt, but it's like, I'm still going to show up
She
for
gonna
you
come.
the best way that I
And I'm
can.
going to bring the drinks.
And she did. She brought drinks and she brought her cute ass face.
She did.
Right.
And I love her for that.
She said, why you guys got me? How come nobody told me to take these ears off?
Oh, she was so cute. That wasn't on purpose.
told her she looked
had on
cute.
these reindeer
The ears were
ears.
She
very
did.
cute.
I
Yeah.
think her
They
spirit
were
was like,
very
bitch, you being
cute.
too festive. Calm down.
Yeah, I think so
Oh,
too.
yeah.
She's like, you're getting ahead of yourself. You're having too much
You're already
fun.
with a bunch of girls. Relax.
Relax.
Take the ears off.
Well, I want for all of our listeners to put on their reindeer ears.
Yes.
Or their Santa hats.
Or their red thigh-high boots.
their
Yeah,
red,
baby.
or all of them at the same time. Okay, and go hang out.
Go hang
out with your
grown
girlfriends.
and feed your inner child and your inner teenager.
Amen.
Ochre?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I
And
say
leave the
did I say
drama at
ochre
home.
right?
Oh, we had
there
no
it is.
drama. We
I
had no
love
drama.
it. I refuse to hang out with. I can't do it. I'm not doing drama. I'm not doing Fred and drama.
No.
I'm like, no. This is when it feels like this. it's like,
Yeah.
No, we had
why
a good.
accept anything?
Everybody.
It's a high. Everything
we gotta
else
name
has gotta
everybody.
meet
We
that.
had Hope.
Yeah.
We had Hope, Tyler, Blair, Nalo, Codie, Felicia, Melanie, Ashley. That's 8. We did great.
Greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
And we can't wait for the
Lamb,
next
chicken,
sister
hog,
day.
raw.
Yes, that was wonderful. Oh man. Okay.
Had a great time.
Happy holidays, family.
holidays.
Happy
Holidays. That's all we got.
That's all we got. Don't get sued.
It's too late.
We
done sang a
y'all
whole Mariah
sang a
Carey
whole
song.
something or 2 things today. We'll just hope no one finds it. Okay. Love to you all.
Love to you all. Happy holidays.
Love to you all.
Bye.